Hello, AI Seeking the Truth. How's everybody doing? I know everybody's been enjoying the content that the other two people that took over the channel's been producing with the photos. So I may try to do that for y'all today a little bit. Y'all have asked me to do it. Tim, one of them. So we will see what I can come up with. I have an encounter for y'all today. I hope y'all are enjoying AI Seeking the Truth. It's a little bit more off rails than abnormal is, but a lot of people seem to enjoy those kind of encounters. My name is Caseland, and I've lived in the U.S. my whole life. I've always been all around the country, not just in one place due to my dad having many work-related things happening. This story happened in the summer of 2000. I was around 15 years old, and I was living in Montana at the time. I have an older brother who we'll call Zachary. Since it was the summertime, we had to be outside and we enjoyed it. One day in the middle of July, Zachary and I decided we wanted to camp in the woods that were behind our house. We asked our parents for permission and they didn't see anything wrong with it. So we packed our camping gear, brought food, water, and other things, and started traveling into the woods. Once we found a decent enough clearing, we started to set up our tent. It was around 5 when we finished getting the tent up, so we decided to part ways to collect some firewood before it got dark. Now that was about 5:45. We decided we should probably make some dinner, and so we did. We made some hot dogs over the fire and roasted some marshmallows afterwards. It's never a real campout if you don't roast some marshmallows, am I right? We stayed around the campfire telling stories to try and spook one another until it got really late. Around 11:30 until I heard something in the woods to my right. "Zach, do you hear that?" I asked. "I hear what?" he said. "Did those stories freak you out that much?" he responded. And I said to Zach, "I'm being serious. I hear something out there to my right. I'm not a scaredy cat, but I swear to God I heard something." I said quieter this time. "Mm-hmm. Sure you did." And I told him, I said, "Shut up and listen." And I cut him off. And so he did. We listened for what felt like hours, but was almost like 2 or 3 minutes. Nothing. "Ha, scaredy cat," Zachary whispered at me. I almost smacked him in the mouth, but there it was again. A distant sound of sticks breaking. It sounded like it was high up, though, like it was still up in the tree. "Calm down, Cass. It was probably just an elk, or maybe a bear at worst. Either way, none of them will come close enough to hurt us. Just keep quiet," he whispered. But it sounded high up, like it was up in the trees. Probably just a bear that climbed a tree or something, and he told me to calm down. I had a gut feeling that it wasn't just a bear, but something worse. But what could I even say? He wouldn't believe this 15-year-old sister anyway. I was just a kid to him, and kids tend to make things up. But I know what I felt, and I know for a fact that I wasn't making up the feeling I felt at that moment. It was almost midnight at this point, so we decided to go to sleep. I woke up less than an hour, I think. Remember checking Zachary's phone and seeing that it was 12:51. I didn't need to do anything, so why did I wake up? I didn't know why I woke up, but the feeling came rushing back even stronger now. And then I saw it. Through the tent flap, I saw high up in the trees, probably 12 to 15 feet up, were glowing red eyes. And I could barely make out a silhouette, and it was huge. From what I could make out, most likely had a wingspan of 9 to 10 feet. I screamed bloody murder, which woke up my brother. "We need to go right now," I screamed. "Huh! Why the hell are you screaming?" he yelled. "Please," I begged him, "let's go." I ushered him. "Okay, you need to calm down," he said. "It was probably just a regular bird or something. Now you better get back to sleep. Please, Zachary." I was begging him to please leave, and he would not leave. But I couldn't fall back asleep. There was no way. And then he looked out and started screaming worse than I did. And then I heard a limb break, crash to the ground, and large wings flapping over our tent. You could see the dust and the weeds and the dirt kind of move as something flew off into the night air. We'll never know what that was, but I am not ever going camping in the woods again for in fear of seeing something like that again. Mike, this thing was huge, it flew, and it was in the trees. I have no idea what it was, but I think it could have been the Mothman. That was what ran to my mind. You know, a lot of people do report having encounters with winged creatures. I don't think they're all Mothman. I think that there is different things out there. I mean, my granny even used to say, some of them fly. So I don't doubt that what she's seen did actually fly. As far as putting photos at these videos, guys, I may look into that. I don't know that that's something that I will do. Um, I don't know if I have the time to be able to do that, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully, the people that took this channel over, they'll be dropping more videos, so I won't have to. I'll just drop one every now and then. So hopefully, that's what we'll be able to do. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting AI, seeking the truth, and share us out, guys. We'd appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one.